Long before books were written or temples built, the yew tree stood as a silent witness to history, twisting, bleeding red sap, defying death through endless cycles of rebirth. Today we explore the dark mystery and sacred power of the yew tree, its ancient uses, forgotten folklore, and why it was both feared and revered by the people of old.
But worthier still of note are those fraternal four of Borrowdale, joined in one solemn and capacious grove, huge trunks, and each particular trunk a growth of intertwisted fibers, serpentine, upcoiling, and inveterately convolved.
The yew tree, Taxus baccata, is a species native to Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. It's one of the oldest living trees on Earth. Some specimens, like the Fortingall yew in Scotland, are estimated to be over 5,000 years old. Yews can regenerate indefinitely. When a trunk dies, the tree often regrows from its own roots. It's no wonder this tree became a symbol of immortality, reincarnation, and the eternal cycle of life and death. Despite its longevity, the yew is highly toxic. Its leaves, bark, and seeds can be lethal. Yet paradoxically, its extract, Taxol, is used in modern medicine to treat cancer. Yews thrive in graveyards, churchyards, and ancient sacred sites, often standing watch over the dead. But they were here long before the churches, planted by druids and tribal ancestors in times when trees were temples. In myth and legend, the yew is steeped in mystery. To the Celts, it was one of the sacred chieftain trees associated with Samhain, death rites, and rebirth. Yew groves were said to mark entrances to the other world, where ancestors waited beyond the veil. Some early tales speak of the yew as the cradle and the coffin, its wood used for birth charms and burial caskets, linking beginning and end. In Welsh legend, it was believed that a man who slept under a yew on Samhain night might dream of his ancestors, or never wake at all. From Cornwall, a tale tells of a ghostly woman who sits beneath an ancient yew each solstice, brushing her silver hair with a comb made of bone. Those who disturb her are cursed with eternal wandering. In some Scottish folklore, the spirits of the dead were thought to rest in the roots of yew trees. It was considered bad luck to cut one down, as it might release restless souls. And in Christian Europe, the yew's dark reputation persisted, yet it was adopted into sacred spaces. Some say the yew trees were planted to protect the living from the dead, or perhaps to protect the dead from the living. Beyond myth, the yew had powerful earthly uses. Its wood is both strong and flexible, ideal for crafting the legendary English longbow, the weapon that changed medieval warfare. During the 100 Years' War, English archers trained with yew bows that could pierce armor from over 200 yards, and the demand for yew was so high that laws were passed requiring imports from across Europe. But yew's uses were not just martial, they were mystical. It was carved into ritual staffs, divination tools, and placed in burial chambers as a guide to the next world. Some burial mounds in Britain have yew roots growing directly into the tombs, perhaps not by accident. Its red sap, often seen bleeding from wounds in the bark, was called the blood of the ancients by some folk traditions. The yew tree embodies paradox. It is both poison and medicine, death and immortality, silence and wisdom. In spiritual terms, the yew represents ancestral knowledge, the gateway to the spirit world, transformation and shadow work, the crone or wise woman archetype, and in northern magic traditions, it is used for rituals of death and rebirth, communing with spirits, protection during grief, change or endings, Samhain and winter solstice rites. But the yew is not a casual ally. It demands respect. It teaches that death is not the end, but a necessary transformation. an ancient truth whispered through its roots. Many of Europe's oldest churches were built beside or even around yew trees. These weren't mere landscaping choices. The trees were already sacred. Rather than destroy them, early Christians repurposed the sites, blending old beliefs with new. Thus, the yew became a symbol of resurrection, both pagan and Christian. In this way, the yew continues to unite the realms of the living and the dead, the old faith and the new, the seen and the unseen.
Old yew, which graspest at the stones, that name the underlying dead, thy fibers net the dreamless head, thy roots are wrapped about the bones.
To stand beneath a yew is to stand in the presence of time itself. It is a tree of patience, power, and passage. It speaks not in words, but in echoes. If you feel drawn to the yew, it may be calling you to reflect, to remember, or to release. If this journey into ancient tree lore stirred something within you, subscribe for more stories of nature's magic, mythology, and the wisdom of our forests. And tell me in the comments, have you ever stood beneath a yew tree and heard it whisper from beyond? If so, then what did you feel? Until next time, stay rooted and stay enchanted.